Us this morning. Qui Qarre is live in studio, superstar Kenyan poet, achieving so much at such a young age. But before we get into all of that, good morning. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Salam.
So let me just tell you something about Koi. All right. So at 21, there's so much that you've already done, and we'll go through like where you've performed your poetry and what your poetry really sounds like, you know, for people. But I think one thing that I was just like, what? Last year, you participated in the Women of the World Poetry Slam in Texas.
Yes.
And you were ranked 29 out of 96 poets from across the globe.
Yeah.
Yo!
Hey. 19. Top 20.
Yeah, 29 out of 96.
96. Wow.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And just at 21, she has her own anthology. She has a book that has some of her poetry. It's called Tears of the Pen. We're going to put up photos of that. That's quite an achievement.
Is it?
Yes, it is. It really is. Yeah. So where did it all begin? Like, when did you fall in love with poetry?
In high school in Form 2.
Yeah.
Like I was just, I think, sick.
Yeah.
Not like sick ugonjwa, but I was just sick of routines.
Yeah.
So it's like, nitajifungulia njiaje, like how will I get to speak out and be me, you know. I was just tired of routines and doing the same things the same way for like 4 years, you know. I was thinking of it, niko, what? 4 good years, man. Nitakuwa nikiamka 4 na lala sana and stuff. And the high school I was in, creative writing was a sin, you would say. It was regarded a waste of time.
Yeah. Okay.
And for a person like me who was open-minded, I think, yangu manze ilikuwa tuka jela, man. If I can't write, you know. So I think at some point I shut down from everything, and all I had was poetry and music. I was taking music as a subject. So, and I was one person mwenye sikuwa na lala. So what I used to do is I used to play music like the whole night, piano the whole night, and write poetry and just speak out what I'm saying and play piano and keys and stuff. Yeah. So since I couldn't express that mbele ya watu, it was just hiding in music rooms and stuff. After clearing high school, I was into just, let me go out there, do my thing, yo. Like, it's my time, so unajua. And nobody will stop me, no rules, nothing, right? Yeah. So I think after high school, of course, siku ingi sitasema likuja tu nikaingia. You know, nilikuwa nashanga, so where do I start? How do I go about this? Yeah. And my mom alikuwa akiniambia, if you want to do this poetry thing of yours, you must make sure it's earning you something, right? Yeah. So I said, okay, on the side, what I'll be doing, I'll be selling shoes, and now do my thing, right? Before tuanze kupata do and stuff. So started selling shoes in this Nairobi, walking shoes, right? Wait.
So, okay, like shoes from where? From Gikosh or where?
Yes, from Gikosh. From Gikosh. I used to get shoes from Gikosh, and I used to have so many friends of mine, which is a ball. Yeah. KPL. So they used to buy my shoes vizuri sana. So that used to like help.
So you used to sell them like nini? Nati.
Yeah. Air Max, Adidas.
Oh, my sneakers. Okay.
Those ones. Clarks tukipata. What? Right. So so at some point pesa ikaanza kuingia vizuri. So I think at my age then pesa ikaanza kuingia vizuri.
How old were you around at that point?
I was 18, so I was turning 19.
She just cleared high school. This is about 3 years ago. Yeah, you're 21.
In 2015.
Yeah.
Yes.
So 2016.
Yeah.
Early 2016. Then this one customer manze akanibia and stuff. I wrote about it and you guys shared.
Just remind us.
I read about this thread where I was just telling guys, yo, there's this one episode where I was delivering a shoe in Kikuyu and someone stole from me.
That was you.
Yeah, that was me.
I remember. Yes,
I remember we spoke about
I remember that. Yes.
Yeah.
And it was complicated because
it was like crazy.
It was crazy.
It was crazy. It was that crazy. It was that crazy. You know. So after that, I think I told my mom about it and a few friends, and they were like, "No, this is not even believable. This is super, super crazy." They said, "Yo, and kama mangu is in your mean, it's gonna be bad, right?"
Yeah.
So that like hit me hard. Pop. So hakuna mtu ataamini kitu nasema.
Yeah.
So what do I do when I'm sick again of the world? I go back to writing. So now I started writing. So back to where I was in Fakura, right? So now it was just me and my poetry and my stories. Whatever I'm doing, it's just me and my poetry and my stories. Because I figured out, if I write, hakuna mtu ataniambia deliver your poems.
Yeah.
Yes.
So nobody's gonna steal from me.
Yeah.
Promote us, but no one is gonna like hijack me and stuff and like manipulate me. All right. So I started writing, and now nikaanza kutafuta watu. Luckily, Poet Teardrops and Mufasa happened to be on the trend around the same time.
That's amazing. They've both been here.
Yes.
So we are sitting kwa nyumba and I'm watching TV. No, I'm actually not watching TV. It was my mom watching TV, and then she tells me, "Hebu kuja uone watu kitu wanafanya kwa TV."
Yes.
And I'm like, "Yo, mom, see no kitu unanikataza kufanya."
Yeah. And look at these guys.
Yeah, and now they're doing good, najua. So nikaanza kuwa stock.
Yeah.
Real time, najua where do they do these things? Spaces ziko wapi, right?
Yeah.
So I went to one street poetry, did a cipher, it was good.
Yeah.
And then watu wakanichocha.
Yeah.
So I think that is why it all began. Then I think towards the end of the year, that was in May, sasa nikifanya cipher.
Yeah.
So towards the end of the year, I went to Slam Africa. And I competed for Women Slam Africa.
Yeah.
And then nikashinda.
What?
That's how you end up in Texas.
Yes. So the winner was to go to Texas. But funny thing, hata mimi nikienda South Africa sikajua mtu anaenda Texas. Mimi naenda kwa sababu siko na tiketi ya kulipa.
Yeah.
So said, nikikompete nitaingia bure.
Yeah. Guys, I think on that hot note, we on Breakfast with the Stars here with the Delon Yango and Shafi, where we have such an inspiring young lady, Qui Qarre, who is a Kenyan poet, live in studio. And if you are just checking in, one thing that you need to know is that last year, man, she participated in the Women of the World Poetry Slam 2017 in Texas, and she was ranked 29 out of 96 poets from across the globe. It's amazing. She also has a book that we're going to get to. It's called Tears of the Pen, and we'll post up photos of it. And it must be so surreal to see your work. You're like, what? I can't touch it. However, so we are at the point in her journey where she goes for Slam Africa. But because she didn't want to buy a ticket, she decides, so go in as a competitor, then I wouldn't. So you didn't even know guys were going to go to Texas?
Well, of course that person would not be me.
Yeah. Why?
I didn't see it. I thought like in every other field, lazima kuwe na experience kidogo. I just started it in May, and this was December, right? And I was loving against this. Hey, this guru is in town.
Yeah.
So I said, we just need one ticket to get there.
Yeah.
I had somebody who was gonna go, but not really sure where.
Yeah.
Right? But it was
because that wasn't
somebody else, not me. So I win. Yeah. Oh wait, and I didn't even have fare back home.
After winning.
so I get in there.
Yeah.
Do my shang piece kwanza, and at that time, most of the people on Yalkashna Alkafaya Kilami, so I got there with my hardcore shang. Hey, na do well. Then go back, come again, hardcore shang. Hey, na do well, then win, right? And then kasikia, kuna do inashindwa.
Because I have a few at least.
I have bus fare
so
to go back to Kahawa.
What, $15, $15K. Yeah, finally. So I have like fare, taxi home and stuff. And then I remember tulikuwa nafanya interview because now you become a kind of celeb. So
yeah.
She was like, usikia aje kuhusu kwenda Texas hiyo. Tanienda Texas. Do. And my friend pulled me. Ujui mtu anaenda Texas? Mwenye alishinda? Sawa mtu ni mimi. Because I didn't even have like a passport or anything like okay, watu wanaendanga siku moja tutaienda. Maybe tutaenda tu siku moja labda Dubai ama
si Texas.
Texas manzeni uone kwa TV.
Dallas, Texas.
So I shinda and now I have to go to Texas and now I have to like take it slow. I remember I was living with my shisho.
Yeah.
So nilienda home usiku sana because ilisha usiku.
Yeah.
So shisho akanifungulia gate. Kaambia, "Shisho, guess nani alishinda?"
Yeah.
akaniambia nionyeshe pesa. Hata yeye ako na believe like okay so you nafanyanga exactly inaitwa nini,
because it's so different from
sawa nenanga TV once in a while. But
and how is Texas? So when you, because obviously here you're saying there was a bit of like you were doing your whole Sheng thing and you're going up against gurus, but now,
by the way,
and now you're in like a global stage and you have all of these different points.
But before that, I don't want anyone to think it was easy going to Texas. We had to changa. We had to changa for that ticket.
Okay, hold on. So I thought you won. It was automatic. They were paying for you.
Well, kulikuwa na issues kidogo because again, Manze poetry here is kind of struggling, I would say, but it's picking up quite well, right?
Yeah.
So before we convince watu that that was a slot for you to go.
Oh, to the slot.
So
you have to finance yourself. You have to get a ticket. You have to get the visa, accommodation.
So unajua nilikuwa nimeacha kuuza viatu, so hustle.
But then how many shoes would you have
sell to go to the States, man?
But if you tell people you're selling shoes to go to States, they'll buy. Unajua? But sasa you're not even selling shoes.
So how did you changa?
Fellow poets helped us. Put up a fundraiser, and Power 254 and Slum Africa together. Tukachanga hiyo do manze, kafika 1000, nikalipa 97, nikabakisha 3000. So I'm flying to States to 3000. Like, $30 for like 1 month.
Wow.
So I get there. Kwanza hiyo ilikuwa setback at first. And I was like, I didn't even tell anybody. I didn't tell them. I told them, I have enough money. And though Juangini pulled back, I said, hey, manze with
any pressure.
Like,
and then get into your head.
I've been planning for this. So I got there.
With $30?
Yeah, with $30. God knows where it's gonna come from. So I get there, and my coach, and I receive, her name is Lois Gayo.
Then
I tell her, manze mimi nimekuja na $30. So
how could you?
I only have this much. So ananiambia like, you just do your best here. We'll see what we can do, right? But luckily, nilikuwa nimebeba earrings za kuuza hoka. So all these earrings, scarves, So I get there and I'm featured at a different slum. That is Houston based, because I landed in Houston.
Yes.
So hapo nikokota pesa mzuri, so I had like enough money to
from selling
selling scarves, and of course walinipatia do ya kukuwa featured. Alafu wapi wanasikia story wako what? Wataka wapi huko and stuff. And I think it was fascinating for my age then. So they were like,
okay.
So now we get to Dallas, right? And
it's a different city.
So now I'm 19 there. I hadn't turned 20. I was 19. And poets wako hapo ni maguru wa Stato sasa.
Si wanai.
Sadi watu Stato sawa ni maguru wa Stato. Watu wewe umekuwa ukiwa watch YouTube so now you're there slaving against them, and trust you me, they've been there for like 10 years. Doing it for like
experience,
10 years, right? Wao sasa wakijaji uko kwingine kuote wanakujanga hiyo competition sasa. After wajaji uko kwingine kuote wanakuja hiyo competition. Sasa wewe now
you're on the same level.
Alafu I have an accent.
Hata
kilamu yangu si poa sana juu sheng yangu ni poa sana. And I'm in Stato and I need to communicate and I need to speak. Right? And you have to go in with like 7 poems. Right. Na unachujwa kila stage. Kila stage. What?
It's like 7 rounds.
So many tense. I remember the first performance. But tulikuwa naingia wengi sana. So I just walk in. MC fulani ambia, huku manze siko watoto. Watoto wa perform leo. So like hizo vitu ndogo tu ni siko okay, so hata sitoshi mboga. What's happening? So naingia na hiyo mentality ya manze wewe ni underdog. Prove tu hapa, fanya kitu unaweza do, asiwa home wasisema tulichanga hiyo pesa watu. So I go in. My first piece was very, very sad. Okay. And I was like sad because I was tensed. So
it helped.
And it helped. Because I went there. Patuyo mtu yeye alikufa nikalia. And everyone cried.
So at least you've made a connection.
So they gave me like, so it's judged out of 30. So they gave me a 29.8.
Okay.
Like, wow, thank you, Jesus. And then I was number 1 in that first piece, because every piece is ranked. So my first piece was number 1, my second piece was number 2, my third piece was number 3, and my fourth piece was number 3. So that is why I ended up
average to move on to the next year.
That is, luckily chujwa stage 4, because walikana chukua like how many top 15, and I was number 16 then, 16, 17.
So you just like...
No, I was number 18, sorry. I was number 18 after round 4. So Walkachukua the first like 15, 14 up
to the next round.
Yeah, so after everything was done, ika end up, kuna watu wengine wako na higher points. Every poem is judged separately. So watu wengine wako na higher points kukuliko, so that is why I ended up landing on number 20.
This is so powerful, guys. Okay, so when we come back, we get to Tears of the Pen, which is her book, and where you can get it. Qui Qarre is alive in studio right here on Kiss FM.
How do you travel for over 24 hours and you only have $30 in your pocket? What were you expecting?
But you have nothing to lose, because you have nothing.
No, you have everything to lose. You can go there and get sent back. Tulikuja na ngapi? 30.
Well, guys, listen. So she is a Kenyan poet. You've heard her journey, and I'll just sample a few tweets here. Kayamba is saying Qui Qarre is such an inspiration to the poetic world. I think not just the poetic world. She's an inspiration, period. You know what I mean? And then we have Yummy Queen, who's saying, wow, such an amazing and powerful story right there. She's so young, but she's achieved so much. We've put up her handle because people were asking for your Twitter handle, but we have Tears of the Pen.
Yeah.
So you you published this year.
Yes.
Okay. And how long did it take?
After Stato.
Yeah.
No, after the Stato the second time.
You've gone to Stato twice?
Yeah.
This time with not $30.
Without $30?
No.
So this year you've been to Stato twice?
Last year.
Last year?
This year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And so after that performance in Dallas, the first one, I was invited for BioCity Slam.
Okay.
So that was good. Hey, that was huge, because they only invite like 20 poets in the world.
Oh, wow.
And you're one of them?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Nice.
That's powerful.
We were 2, but